Hi, this is Reed Timmer with your TVNweather.com Christmas storm update, and the models have only gotten stronger with this system. It looks like the worst case scenario for the south central U.S., and also on the backside there's going to be a major winter storm. But we'll start with the severe weather side. The Storm Prediction Center is in agreement with a moderate risk stretching from Louisiana across central and southern Mississippi into southwest Alabama. That'll likely be extended northeast overnight Christmas hours. Things are going to get really bad, and inside that moderate risk, there's a heightened chance for strong tornadoes. There'll be supercells everywhere, at least a very damaging wind threat. But the wind shear is very favorable for strong tornadoes. This is a setup like we haven't seen in a long time in the south central U.S. Needs to be taken seriously. Everybody needs to have a safety plan in place, and do not take this event lightly. I'm sorry this has to come on Christmas Day, but this is the real deal. A major tornado outbreak is going to be underway starting late tonight. And we'll start off early morning. This is around 6 a.m. Christmas morning. And storms are going to initiate in extreme southeast Texas, and they will have a chance to be supercellular. They will have a chance to produce tornadoes as they gradually become surface-based and that tropical moisture feeds northward. This map right here is CAPE, or convective available potential energy, and you can see it building in the Gulf, and that's just going to stream northward ahead of this system and northeast over the central Gulf region with time. But this is 6 a.m. Christmas morning, and things only get worse after that. But to account for that potential tornado risk overnight into the early morning hours of Christmas morning, the Storm Prediction Center has issued a 5% chance, a 5% risk for tornadoes in that area, southeast Texas. So overnight tonight, early morning hours, Christmas morning, keep your NOAA weather radios on because there could still be tornadoes there just to start off this event. Then things really get serious, and this right here is forecast precipitation by one of the models that we use and has been very consistent with this system. The image on the left is at around noon, and that shows a cluster of likely tornado-producing supercells that have moved from eastern Texas from that early morning initiation that I was talking about. Those will be moving into very strong wind shear, likely producing tornadoes through Louisiana, slowly moving into Mississippi. The image at right is at 3 p.m., and that shows that that first cluster, that first wave of supercells is now in Mississippi, Jackson area, anywhere north and south of Jackson. You'll be under the gun, and thereafter it will move into Alabama. You can see that first wave now in Alabama. Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, southward, Montgomery, especially southern Alabama, central and southern Alabama will have the most instability, likely strong tornadoes there. And you see that second wave forming along the front back in Louisiana up into Arkansas. That's the second wave of this system. There's going to be more destabilization ahead of that. And on the right is at midnight, and that's the overnight outbreak. And so there's going to be a squall line with embedded tornado-producing supercells moving through eastern Mississippi into Alabama and then into Georgia on the early morning hours of the 26th. And now we'll move to the helicity. This is the forecast wind shear, and this shows why there's going to be strong tornadoes. This is 0 to 1 kilometer helicity. It's a low-level wind shear, or that changing wind speed and direction with height that causes storms to rotate. The image at left is at noon. And you can see that south of the warm front, where those bright reds and purples are, north of that area, it's likely going to be snow. But south of there is where the heat and instability resides in southeast Texas, central southern Louisiana, southern Mississippi, and then the instability is building at this time in Alabama. But still, those yellows, oranges right there, sufficient for strong tornadoes at noon. This is going to be an all-day event. The image at right is at 6 p.m. And look at how those yellows turn into reds, bright reds. The wind shear is only going to increase, and with these multiple waves of supercells initiating off that boundary, the strong tornado threat is only going to increase overnight, which is very dangerous because nighttime tornadoes in the southeast with trees, you can't see them coming. They'll likely be wrapped in rain. You have got to stay tuned to watches and warnings and be prepared, have a safety plan in place, and do whatever you can to keep yourself safe. This map right here basically describes that wind shear map that I just showed. It's a graphicast, basically. The circled area is where the strongest tornado threat is expected. Christmas Day, late evening through overnight. But there's going to be tornadoes all day, starting in the morning in Louisiana, stretching into Mississippi, early afternoon, even as early as late morning, and then later in the afternoon in Alabama and extending east into Georgia thereafter. And here's the storm system that's responsible for it. Almost looks like a hurricane, but this is at 850 millibars, and this shows that strong southerly wind flow out ahead of it. And the circular area, the circled area there in red, shows that the strongest tornado threat. And tornadoes aren't the only issue with this system. There's also going to be a major winter storm on the backside for areas that usually don't get white Christmas. And here on the backside, this shows model forecast 3-hour accumulated snowfall. And in that band, anywhere in that band, especially northern Oklahoma, northern Arkansas, through Louisiana, St. Louis is going to get hit. Populated areas into central Illinois. Looks like it's going to go south of Chicago, but the models are still early to tell. It still could shift north. But anywhere in that zone, you could get over a foot of snow. I could even see 18 inches of snow in parts of northern Oklahoma and northern Arkansas. So this is going to be a serious winter storm situation. And now to finish this severe weather bulletin, I'm going to show you a tornado that we saw April 15th, 2011 at 10:45 in the morning near Jackson, Mississippi. Just to show you that in this area in the southeast, tornadoes can happen anytime throughout the day, morning, afternoon, and night. Please stay safe. Merry Christmas. Don't panic. Don't let this influence your holiday. If you're prepared and have a safety plan in place, stay tuned to warnings and follow the necessary precautions. You guys will be okay.
Not good, guys. Hey, can you position the streaming camera? Hey, stay on it, stay on it. Not good, not good. Let's get ready. Hold on.